What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. We back with another one. Look, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk a bit about Umar Johnson and this whole situation, man. But this is a bit of an old video with Lord Jamal getting that. I shouldn't say getting that, but he's definitely putting Umar on blast and calling him out, man, like asking him questions that nobody else was asking. And this is what we need. And that's what I'm talking about. As a brother from Jersey, this just don't hold back, and this bluntness just is what we needed from the community and with big voices, man. Because other than that, Umar is not really going to be put on the spot like that. Like nobody's really going to do it, and unless you got a real name and or following and some, some notoriety, and that could probably pull some strings, make some calls for in case we really need to investigate, look into some things, man. Because Lord Jamal, he's got some skin in the game, man. He's got some credibility, good brother. But he called him out. So I want y'all to listen to when Lord Jamal flat out asked me, "Hey, look, man, where's all of the rest of the money being allocated towards? If the school's already done, it's constantly." Moving the goalposts with this, man. But let's get into this, man. And let me know what y'all think.
For $400,000.
It was more than that.
Okay. Well, everybody wants to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not just going to say people feel, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes,
but people feel like, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And to finally get the buildings that you ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent. And when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel, skeptical.
Okay. Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent.
Now, I'm being told that there, people say when your actual donors will ask certain things, they said
that is
you
not
will
true.
sometimes block them and all this type of stuff.
That is not true. Those are not donors. Those are haters. My donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from Black professionals. I have lawyers, I have engineers, I have business owners, all the way down to the retired great-grandma who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan come to fruition. Haters don't donate, donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers, because you don't support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question that you ask, which is often asked, is 6 years, he don't have the school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that. I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're...
Hold on, y'all. Y'all hear what he just said? Yo, hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Umar is a trip, y'all. This man just said, it's not my fault, it's y'all fault. Fam, I don't even know where to start. Yo, you mean to tell me you went to school, got degrees, was able to self-brand, crowdfund to build a institution, and now you have no other resources, no other skill sets to fund your whatever you need to do, just in case things like this don't happen? And it's funny. Yo, bro, you're talking like you're just the best psychiatrist in the world. And Fam, man, you have no money. Then that means that this is the only thing that you're relying on to make money and make a living. Like all your eggs and all of it is just in one basket. It's a joke, man. It's a gimmick, and like the fact that he's putting it off on people, yo, it's a clear sign, yo. Like he's just a finesser, man, professional from that Philadelphia area, man. It's kind of like common, man. You see cats trying to, get up, one up, man, and finesse, man. It's just that culture, man, that give the gap, yo. Let's get into it.
We're not used to building things exclusively with black dollars. We don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits, because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save black boys with the hell that black boys are catching in this country, we don't support him because, number one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that. But I want to answer your other piece. You said, what you do with the leftover money? When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information. I said, get on your Cash App, $FDMG School. I said, get on your PayPal, paypal.me/.
Hey, yo, you can't make this up, bro. He won't stop. Yo, I'm trying to understand, where does that make sense and how does that correlate between the two, bro? Yo, bro, this man asked a simple question and he went around, veered around it, and just avoided the conversation in its entirety, and just to, stagnate the question, prolong and put it off so we can gather, more lies, for him to, think of. And it's comical. You don't even take him serious, man. And it's you can't even get it out. You can't even take him serious. It's one of those things where, he's so set into his ways and his sassiness and his his repetitious statements that he's just constantly built over the years. It's almost like muscle memory that are coming out there. He just regurgitates. He don't even think about it. He's not even putting thought into it. He's just thinking before he says anything. He says things before he's even thinking anything. And by the time you know it, he'd already done, distracted you with a bunch of just words and just babble. So Umar is a professional, man, when it comes to this, man. And it's just almost like, it's almost entertaining to watch, and it's not funny, but it's kind of crazy, man, to see what people really do, man, to make money now. I don't even, my thing is that, why can't you just, I don't even see like no luxuriousness in this lifestyle, man. Let's get into it.
FDMG Academy. I said, mail in your checks or money orders. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. I also said, if you remember, I said we are running short on the repair money. We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question, something that I don't even think needs to be asked. For somebody to say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property like they've already done. You understand? We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what we're doing with the extra money. The electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired. We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expense. We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining 2 schools, not 1, 2. And for me, I'm happy because we were only looking to get 1 school, brother and sister. We ended up with 2. And to all those coons and trolls who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state-of-the-art modern schools? They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated at a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electric system.
I was about to say, steal the copper.
The plumbing system. Strip the HVAC system. Whenever you and Rod Digger ready, only you 2 and your other brother, Godfrey, y'all can drive on down and I will give you a tour. And when you walk through them schools.
What y'all think, man? Does it sound like a bluff now? Like, again, we just asking a simple question, man. And Lord Jamal wasn't holding back. And that's what I like. And we know, if you have so many degrees and you graduated from Millersville and you had documented about nearly roughly $12 million, $1.2 million, then that means that a third of the money you just spent on the school. But where's the rest? That means that 3/4 of the money went into your pocket. And you talking about these resources that need to be paid, bro. The school's not even active right now. So how are you getting these bills? And if you see his place, man, it's not like he's driving the fast cars and got the best chick at the big house. Yeah, he's Umar, so he's not even supposed to be, out there in the spotlight all like that. But this is just Philly talk, finessing, gift the gab, 101. From the area, man, so I know how cats are, man. Yeah, so let's get back into it.
You tell me if those buildings is trash. First of all, the buildings are in excellent shape. Excellent shape. We just got an offer for one of the buildings over more than $1 million. That sound like trash to you?
Okay, here's where I share a little story, brother Umar. So it just so happens that my wife's family has a lot of educators in it. Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up. So he's been doing this since like 1983. And how he started was he started small. He started with 3 portable trailers that were behind like a church. Nobody was doing anything with them, and he went to the church because he was a principal like you, and he said, guess he got the same inspiration to start his own thing. So he talked to the people at the church. He ended up negotiating some sort of rent where he had to pay $500 a month per trailer. And he had like 280 kids. Now, he didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of donations and stuff like that. So what did he do? He said like a lot of schools and stuff, they would just throw out old desks and books and stuff like that. He'd go around to different schools and get desks. He'd go to the board of education, and they'd give him stuff that they were getting rid of. You know what I mean? That they didn't want, books, whatever, all kind of different supplies. So he was using his resources. He did this till about the year 2000, um, where he then sees like a 4-story big ass building,
Mm-hmm.
something pretty comparable to what you're talking about. Actually, it might be bigger than, it might be like those buildings combined, the ones that you bought. But this is in Brooklyn in East New York, like right off
Mm-hmm.
Atlantic Avenue. So anyway, he gets to this building. He said he didn't have $1 for the building, but he goes to the man. He's like, "Yo, I want to get this building for a school." And the guy's like, yeah, well, he tells him whatever, I don't know, whatever the price was. And he's like, "Listen, I ain't got no money, but what I do have is I got a friend who's he's like the president of a bank or something like that, and he'll give me a loan, you know, to renovate the place and all that. And if I miss whatever any payments or something like that, then y'all will just have a free building renovated. You can take the building back and um you'll get the shit renovated for free." So he ended up getting in there. Um, and that was in the year 2000. When the year 2020, and this school now has gone on. It's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. He knows some people in the sports industry and all. Because he used to play football back in the days.
What's the
But
name of the school?
it's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now, I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it. You know what I mean, and how he continues to do it. Because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And yeah, and this man was able to make it happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like this man was able to just put his thing, you know, into fruition, use his resources. So I don't, maybe we're feeling like, yo, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How about, yo, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of different things. Um,
Okay.
for 700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out
Mm-hmm.
cheaper. I don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I want to deal with your assumption that I might need some help.
Okay.
Most of my friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators and psychologists. That is my field. So it's kind of interesting when someone who's an expert in something, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help him with that. This is
No, I
not
think
your
they're talking about the real estate part of it. Not,
oh,
you're an educator, but not a real estate guy. You see
but
what
we
I'm
already
saying?
have the real estate. So that's not even an issue no more.
Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we
I
take the
certainly
money
chose
and
the
do
right real
and do
estate,
the
brother.
best
I just told
fiduciary
you.
thing with the
You,
money?
brother. I just told you that the schools that we got was a $13 million project 9 years ago in excellent.
Hold on, y'all. Oh man, yo, this is yo, did y'all catch that? Yeah, he's getting so mad he's put on the spot. Yo, I just told you. He wouldn't even let him get it out. That's how guilty you are, bro. And you're trying to mask it with a bunch of words. That's the biggest sign of a liar. Fabricating the story and the story. And why get upset if you're not guilty of something that you're being accused of. Why get that bent out of shape? And that you know something's obviously that you're hiding, bro. This 1 + 1 is 2. If you did this, that's equal that. If you did this, this would produce this. You're not showing any clear proof signs of staffing. Yeah, sure, videos. I don't see a team behind you. I don't see a layout of when it's really going to be set open. This is the grand opening day. No curriculum. Where is it? Where's any of the with the trust that's backing it? You know, what's really supporting it? What's funding it? Is it just the community? Those are the things, man. What about, as far as he complaining about the bills, taxes, and all of that? What do you have to produce to show? That's what we're asking, and it's just pure point blank. You should be able to answer that question, man. But Lord Jamal, man, he obviously hit a nerve, and again, answer questions that everybody wants to know. And it was going smooth up until then. I just told you, bro. Like, look, I can't even help but laugh, This dude's a trip because he's so animated and he's feisty and he's quick on his feet. He knows how to answer questions and address things and package it in a way where you seem like he's sophisticated enough that, okay, he got this under control. But look, man, let's get back into it. Man.
In shape. We got a steal for that campus. It was a steal. It was the best thing I could have possibly got. I have no regrets. Okay. See, that's when we start feeding into the lies. That's why you got to come see the school, my brother.
Absolutely.
And see it for yourself. Because you have people telling you that the school ain't in good shape. The school is in excellent shape, which is why we're getting offers for it now. It's in excellent shape, brother. The classrooms don't even have to be touched. We just have to fix the electrical system, the HVAC system, and the plumbing system. So I don't need help with the real estate. We were blessed with that campus. You understand? And as far as your brother's school, I support him.
That's my father-in-law. My father-in-law.
I just looked at the website.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to that brother.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm doing ain't that. I want to be absolutely clear. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy will be America's first school based off the principles of Pan-African nationalism and international economics. That's not what I'm doing, brother. I have a totally different concept from him. You understand? So if
the concept could be different, but the implementation of how it's put.
But I don't need his help implementing, brother, because I'm a certified school psychologist and a certified school principal who's experienced, who got a whole cadre of educators. So y'all keep making these things. He needs to talk. No, I don't. Y'all don't know who I got.
But
I got
then why is somebody, you have all these credentials, then why is this man who we don't know was able to put his school together in a few months and it's taking you 6 years, brother?
6 years is nothing for a school. I can show you 10 charter schools where the money is coming from the state and it took them almost a decade to get open.
Yo, I'm sorry not to laugh, man, but I'm telling you, man, this is the most entertaining guy, in the world. Is never a dull moment. You can't make this stuff up, man. He's such a character, dog. He's just raising the conversation and making it inflammatory for no reason, and that's a sign of a lie, man. Like, yo, bro, just man, it's too late now for him to throw in the towel. So he got to go through it. Unless you really save your money, really get your hustle on, and figure out a way where you would have to step your game up, serve the people, provide a service and a solution to the complaints and to the local authorities as far as his utility bills, unpaid utility bills, and I mean, you better get creative, constructive, because you need to do a few things actually, before you get that thing lost. If you're not, well, the school, I don't know if it's going to be open at all, but you need to gain a relationship back with the, people that you took money from. And also you need to rebrand yourself and give them their money back, and then rebrand yourself and then open up the school. So give them their money back, build another business, rebrand yourself, open that thing up, and then you're good. That's how you need to do it in that order, man. Because other than that, bro, your reputation is it's looking bad, bro. The signs. And this interview is pretty old, but I'm glad Lord Jamal was the only one that put him on blast, man. Let's go.
Brother, you don't open up a school in a year or two. I don't know your brother's story, and I don't care to know it. I don't care to know it.
Why not, though? If it could be helpful to you, why wouldn't you care to know it if it could be helpful to you?
Brother, I have friends who own schools. Do you understand that? I have friends who own schools. So if I need to talk to someone who owns a school,
Oh, y'all can't but to laugh. You get so sassy, bro. Dog, you lying. We know it. We see it, bro. It's coming out of your pores, bro. It's all over your face, and it's so hilarious. He gets hype when the questions get real personal. I just had to stop it, man, because I just can't help but to laugh. Yo, Umar, man, it's a trip.
Already got that. I got what I need. The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it. That's it. The school is not open yet because I don't have enough funds to do it that way. I'm not going to no bank.
Maybe maybe we need fundraising, different fundraising methods. Maybe the people that we go to.
We have that in place, but what I want you to understand, it takes time to build institutions. I ain't got no problem with where we are. I'm loving where we at. We got our plans done by the engineer. We got our electrician chosen. I'm meeting with my HVAC this weekend. I got my plumber on standby. Roofer did his job. Carpenter lined up. We doing what we need to do on the time frame we doing it in. I don't need no help outside of the team I got, which is filled with experts from the East Coast to the West Coast, brother.
Okay, brother. I mean, these are definitely the answers that people want to know. They want to.
I'm not interested in people. I'm interested in donors, brother.
Yeah, but in order for you to get donors, though, you're gonna have to satisfy these. Yes, brother. And how are you gonna get donors if you don't if I'm
disagree with you?
Listen. If I'm considering to be a donor, but I have certain questions that I want answered. I feel like that's legitimate.
Can I tell you why that's bullshit?
Why? Go ahead, please.
Respectfully. You've been
Respectfully.
raising money for 6.5 years, brother. If you ain't donut out by now, you ain't donating. And your question don't matter.
No. You can't assume that in the 6 years everybody knows what you're doing.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Let me interject here.
If you ain't donate by now, you ain't gonna donate, and that's all right with me.
But what if they didn't know about it? What if they're just finding out about it?
Hang on. Let me interject to both of you guys' points. To you, brother Umar, I think what for a lot of people that may be naysayers or detractors.
I don't care about the naysayers.
But listen, hang on. I don't want you to focus on them. But imagine someone who may just be, getting acclimated to your situation. Somebody could just be finding out, or maybe when they hear about you, they see the propaganda, they see the negative stuff, but they love the idea. They're in love with the, with the philosophy. So then when they go to research you to try to get more information, they're seeing they're not getting, I guess they're not getting the answers they feel like they to the questions that they want to ask, but they may possibly want to donate, or I'm not referring to the people that's just like, oh, what's he doing?
Yeah. And Roddigga, like, shout out to Roddigga, man, from North New Jersey, we from the bricks. But I think she's trying to soften the blow. But he really ain't got, he's been back to the corner with these questions, man. He ain't really got nothing to say, man. But the fact that you have to continue to reiterate yourself like nobody's really, that stupid enough not to pay attention, it's wild because you just keep repeating yourself and talking about who ain't donating. And bro, the thing is, you have been working on this for over a decade. We've been hearing this for over a decade, and or going on a decade. And so now, bro, where is the backing to show evidence? Where is any indicators that you're making any type of progress besides just this building inside classrooms and some paint? I mean, bro, where are your staff? Where are your potential students? You don't hear nobody saying, hey, look, man, I'm planning on going to FTMG in this season and that season. And so right now, I think she's just trying to soften the blow right now because he's just so backed into the corner with the truth. What y'all think? Let's get into it.
I'm not referring to those people. I'm referring to people that are legitimately believing in your cause, but may possibly,
I agree with you, Queen. But to that, I'll say this quickly. I'm the most accessible Black scholar in the world. My cell number is public. My email is public. And guess what? I do get emails from people. Doc, I just learned about you. Boom, boom, boom. Tell me about the school. We just started a loyal donors campaign the other day. And any of your viewers who are interested in signing up, please do. The Loyal Donors Club is for brothers and sisters who want to consistently donate $50 a month for bronze, $100 a month for silver, $250 a month for gold, $500 a month for platinum, and $1,000 a month for diamond. We just started that 48 hours ago. Anybody who wants those links, text my cell number, please. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. They will also be put in a WhatsApp group where they will get all the updates that they want. For those who can't afford to make a consistent donation, they can go to the Cash App, $FDMG School, or the PayPal, FDMG Academy, or mail in the check or money order. They can text me for the address. It's also on the website. Here's what I would say to that, Sister Rob. They do reach out to me, and they do ask me questions, and I answer the questions. Here's what I'm saying. A lot of the questions that are being posed, right? And I understand where Brother Jamal coming from because he's just being the vessel to bring it to me. I get it. Okay, I understand that. So we on the square together. But those are coming from haters. You got to understand something. I'm probably the most influential and accomplished Black school psychologist in American history. Not probably, I am. I am. If you got a child in special ed, they've been ADHD conduct.
Bro, what does that got to do with anything? And so he's basically just veering off of the main topic at hand, bro. She basically just asked you, what do you really have to say to the people who truly believe in your mission and your vision, and who are continuing to support you and help fund the school? What do you really have to say to them? And what does that have to do with, making sure that you're responsible enough to make sure they got their service in return? What are you saying to them? You're just veering off on the subject, talking about how you're the biggest hated, and fam, has nothing to do with that, bro. And he just going off on a tangent. completely off the main subject at hand. Let's get right into it, yo.
I'm the person you came to. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. My name is etched in stone. There is no such thing as I just woke up and heard about you. You're going to get some people like that, but most of our people know who I am because I help them save their kids or their children went to my school. I didn't just wake up yesterday. People know who I am. I got the books, I got the articles, I got the resume for that.
Absolutely.
You understand? So
some people just woke up though. Everybody not.
But listen to me. Even if you're not in the conscious community, you know who I am. I don't belong to the conscious community. I belong to the African race. I'm the most requested Black scholar in the world, hands down. That's mainstream.
Yeah, but you got to understand how many people don't even
but they're not
know about scholars.
That's what I mean.
Are so far removed from.
They're not asking the negative questions, Jamal. They're not. The new people are not asking the negative questions.
He's not even letting them get a word in. That's how you know, man. Flat out, right there, bro. You lying, man. You're doing something else besides whatever you claim that you're doing with the money. You know, you pocket it in your pocket as well. On the side and doing whatever you need, whatever you're doing, you know, you're definitely not all going towards the whole FDMG school, bro. Not all that money is going towards that school, bro. You just got to keep it real on that, dog. You know, you playing a shyster finesse game, pocketing the money on the side. And that's how you make your living. And going live and just really self-branding yourself all over and just giving talks. You're basically like a rapper just touring, but just an orator. Basically a professional speaker, you know, good on wordplay, good, gift the gab, etymology and all of that. You know, he knows how to structure words correctly where people can, gravitate towards.
The negative questions are the haters.
But I'm saying, is it a negative question to want transparency? You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
to just want to know what's going on.
Bro, what transparency are you talking about? We raised the money, we bought the schools. What transparency are you talking about? We raised the money, the little bit left is going to repair. What transparency are you talking about? You think I'm gonna put the school bank account on YouTube?
Well, of course not. Of course not.
On Twitter? You think I'm gonna put the school bank account on Instagram? You watch your damn mind.
I think they maybe want more of a timeline of when it might open or something like that.
Catering to the haters. Don't
No.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is his own show, bro. Yeah, he need his own show, dog. Oh man, you can't make it up, bro. You start flexing and start turning on the tangent. Oh man, but I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer, man. Yo, this dude's a character. Yo, I'm telling you, man. I had faith in Umar, and I was a fan. But now, after looking at this and just his antics, and now you see the professional side and his personal side. Usually, when you see the personal side come out and their true essence come out, they're in an altercation. You see what they're capable of and what boiling points that they have, what level are they capable of going to. And basically, you're seeing it now, man. These are the signs you can really, characteristics I don't really want to be a part of, man, if you're trying to be a principal and a school owner, bro. We're going to wrap this up, man, but we're going to play a little bit more, man. Let's go.
No, it's not catering to the haters. We have to. Here's what we got. Here's what we got to do, though, brother. No. It's not about catering to the hate. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay, we have to make sure we have to vet all of our people, bro. I got love for you, bro.
Everybody, then vet them other Negroes in the conscious community who ain't building shit.
We gonna get to them all, bro.
Jamal, wait.
We gonna get to them all.
Jamal, don't discriminate.
Listen,
somebody built an institution from the grass.
Right.
Somebody. You ain't got none of them. Name me a YouTuber doing what I'm doing. Any of them conscious dudes. Name one on my level. Name one builder. You crazy.
I
They
can't.
tie my sneaks, bro.
I can't. All I can name is my father-in-law.
How many they kept out of jail, bro? They're not building shit.
Right. So
through the grass. What have they built, bro? Who you know in the conscious movement built an institution? Answer that. Nobody. I'm the only one in my generation doing it.
Well, you're building it. You're building it. It's not built yet, though. It's not built.
Be there. Don't you worry about it. You be the first one there. Trust me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, folks. Dr. Umar Johnson recently was on 105.1 FM out of New York, The Breakfast Club with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlamagne the God. During the interview, Johnson talked about a whole range of issues. It led to him being the talk of Black Twitter last week. And a lot of people were questioning his educational credentials.
Now, people ask me, what can we expect from a Donald Trump White House for Black America? And the answer is real simple. You can expect exactly what you got from a Obama White House. Absolutely nothing. Black people know they're not American, but they will fight like hell to protect that identity because they don't want to be identified with who they really are, and that's being African. As long as you have a skill, you can always feed your family. But if all you got is college degrees, you might end up in the unemployment line. I'm a psychologist. Ain't too many Black people running around looking for a psychologist to reveal all the skeletons in their closet.
All right, folks, joining us right now, Dr. Umar Johnson. Welcome back to the show. First and foremost, it was amazing looking at this whole reaction. I mean, I'm sitting here, again, people asking all kind of questions, things are blowing up. And so many people jumped on saying he's not a real doctor, okay? Where did you...
My bad, y'all. So that's the end of the show, man, with that, man. And we basically going to tap back into, his latest tangents, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And was Lord Jamal, was he right? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. What did y'all think that what Umar was saying was justifiable? Get back to me, man. I love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.